How do you make sure that you do not lose that land after purchasing it? So welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about how to make sure, as a Nigerian living in diaspora, you do not lose that land after purchasing it. So I'll be giving you 3 steps to protect your land and preserve it so that it can multiply your money in the future. So welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Medichi, your favorite real estate consultant based here in the city of Asaba. Now, on this video, I'll be diving right in on the strategies that you can deploy to make sure that after purchasing that land, whether from an individual or from a company, that you do not end up losing it. There are strategies that you must take after paying for that land so that you do not lose the land. Number 1, make sure you collect the whole documentations. Now, if you are buying from an individual, which I do not usually advise you to, but if you are buying from an individual, get the documents, get a deed of assignment that officially transfers ownership from the previous owner to you. Then after getting the deed of assignment, take it to the Ministry of Lands in that particular state. Get it registered under the state government. Why is that essential? In the eyes of the law, until it is registered under the Ministry of Lands of that state, they still recognize the previous owner as the owner of that land. So it is when you now register that deed of assignment and it is approved and stamped, it now becomes what you call a governor's consent. It now becomes recognized by the state government that this you, Mr. A or Mr. B, is now the new and rightful owner of this land. If you do not do that and that case ends in court, guess what? The law recognizes the previous owner as still the owner because you have not lodged it with the state government. Number 2, when you are buying a land, after documentation has been handed over to you, ask for allocation. What is allocation? Allocation is a ceremony done by estate companies to show you your land on ground, like the beginning and the end of your land on ground. Most times, different companies have their own strategies. Some companies do allocation after they have sold off the whole land inside the estate. Some do when they hit a particular milestone. So you must ask about the company that you want to buy from. When do they do allocations? Any previous records of allocations? Make those inquiries. It is very important. Buying a land does not stop at payment. It stops at possession. So once they allocate you, we will now take over to the 3rd step, which is take possession of your land. I know it's an estate land. I'm not arguing with you. I know the estate is fully fenced. I'm still not arguing with you about that. But make sure that once you buy a land from either an individual or a company and you are allocated, do what you call like a 4-corner fencing. That's the barest minimum you should do. Something that establishes authority, that says this land now belongs to Mr. So and so. You can put a signboard. This land belongs to Mr. Emeka Okonkwo. I'm just giving an example. Put your number. Even if it's inside an estate. Then once you put it on that land, make sure you have what you call a 4-corner fencing so that the neighbor does not encroach into your land. This is very, very important. If you have enough resources, fence it right around and put a gate on it. Very, very key. That's what you call taking possession. It is not just enough to pay for a land. It is not just enough to get allocated. You must take possession. Then, after possession, this is the final step. If you are buying to resell, you should have a time frame that you want to resell. I always advise my investors, those who are into the business of reselling, resell after 5 to 10 years. By then, the land has multiplied in value. So what you bought for as little as 3 million naira or 4 million naira might be worth as high as 20 to 30 million within a 5 to 10 year period. So by then you can now decide to cash out. But if you are not looking at reselling, have a plan for like 5 to 10 years that I want to develop a rental income property. A rental income property can be either a house for rent, flats for rent, a short-let apartment that they pay you income daily. That's the most recommended for me personally. Or a mini, if it's on a commercial plot, a mini hotel. You must not build a 5-star or a 4-star hotel. Just a mini hotel of maybe 10 to 15 rooms that keeps generating you money. If it's on a very solid commercial space and the location is prime, you can do an event center. An event center is a money spinner. Here in Asaba, one of the biggest hotels here, the event center, I went to inquire, I wanted to host an event, and they told me 500,000 for 2 hours. I was blown away. So if I am taking 6 hours, that means I'm paying 1.5 million naira. How? Just imagine, like, that's huge within hours. So that's the beauty of the event center. So when you are buying a property, decide what you want to use it for, then have that plan and work according to that plan. So that's why most times when our investors come in, I always advise them to get commercial plots, because it has a lot of potentials. Even if you do not build on it, guess what? A lot of investors would look for that land 10 years from now. So you will be the one profiting more. Although it is the same estate, somebody might sell behind you for 100 million and you will sell for 300 million now, because yours is a commercial plot. So if you need any further advice, or you are looking at getting your next or first property, here at Asaba, Medichi Homes and Shelters Limited, we are reliable. I've been a reliable consultant for more than 122 clients across 5 countries of the world, and you can trust us with your investment goals. We offer you a free 30-minute call to discuss your next plan. So send me a DM on the number showing on your screen, or give me a call on WhatsApp. Let's get started on your investment goals. So until I come your way again, this is Ekene Medichi. Ciao, ciao.